it has been concluded. Trump is our president. And yes, that's what this video is going to be about, because it's something very fucking important to everyone. And just quite frankly, it's kind of the first time that I'm actually giving a shit, because, you know, being 21, turning 22 soon, it's quite fascinating to see, like, this presidential election has actually been quite game-changing. I mean, a lot of fucking things have happened, but we'll get into that in just a bit. Welcome back to the channel. We are on our 68th or 69th video, but I mentioned that because we are a lot closer to 100 videos than I expected. And keep in mind, that's been a goal ever since 2 years ago, so round of applause for me for that, even though it's honestly an irrelevant number. But still, it's very monumental to me, because I never expected to actually keep this persistence of video making. You know, and if you asked me from 2 years ago, I thought I would have given up on it, but, you know, we're still kicking it. By the way, so last night's election, I mean, it was fucking crazy. I was up in the air. I was like, you know, I don't know who the fuck's gonna win. And keep in mind, I'm not too well informed with the whole elections themselves, but, you know, I have been depending on certain YouTubers, Brett Cooper, which I am not afraid of actually mentioning, because she voted for Trump. This is gonna piss off a lot of people. Also, don't mind the hair, by the way. It's fucking windy, but I'm like, you know what? Tonight's still a perfect night to post a video. But I didn't vote, and that was actually out of willful blindness, you can say, because I genuinely didn't have enough facts to actually make a decision. However, I was still well informed to a certain extent. I wasn't living under a rock, but, you know, it's the fact that Brett Cooper was actually able to, you know, speak her mind, talk about both sides of the parties themselves, and it's because of that I was able to actually lean towards more one side. And fuck, a lot of people are going to hate me for this as well, but I actually advocated for Trump to win. And I'm sorry, just because, you know, at least back in 2020 when I was 18, I was legal. I was old enough to vote already, but I remember gas just being at a very good price. Things were at a very good price. I was able to save up about $20,000 up in COVID. And I know that may not seem like a big deal, but coming from someone that literally has no financial responsibility or literacy, to me as a Mexican, and yes, I'm calling out my own fucking race, that's very astonishing, actually. Again, don't mind the wind. It's gonna be don't mind that. Anyways, so thinking about that, I'm just like, fuck, you know, the economy was good back then, and then hopefully Trump actually builds the economy back up again, because it has not been good these past 4 years. And, you know, being an adult, like an actual adult, where I'm paying bills, I'm paying insurance, phone bill, gas, a lot of other shit, like, I'm starting to see how these things are affecting me. And it really has. It has, actually. I mean, ever since I was 18, like, I was still blinded. I was actually under a fucking rock. I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna jump on the bandwagon and, you know, see who wins, you know, that part of thing. And then, like, now I'm 21, and, like, I still feel like I was a fucking child. Like, I didn't necessarily know what the fuck was going on. I don't know how things have impacted me necessarily, but as far as my recollection goes, ever since Biden was elected in office, I was just like, I don't like the way things are. You know, it's kind of shitty. And truthfully, I wish things had gone better these past 4 years during Biden's presidency. But, you know, somehow we're still here. We're still alive and kicking it. But I am looking forward to the actual mid-20s of my life, because now Trump's going to be in it. He's going to do some drastic things, I feel like. And it's intimidating, because I hear the cries of Kamala's supporters, and I mean, dude, it's fucking drastic. Like, we have females crying and, like, just saying, like, I won't have access to have control of my body, and what am I going to tell my daughters once they become adults and everything. And yes, it's kind of scary for the fact that, like, you know, there could be a potential extreme ban all over the United States for abortion. And god damn, I'm like speaking upon subjects that are actually very important. Mind you, again, I'm not really well informed. I'm not too informed, but everything like all of my information is coming from Brett Cooper, and this is not even to shit on her. Like, you know, I just simply like her. I like her charisma. I like the way she speaks. I like everything that she's well informed in, and I take all of that like a sponge, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna base my decision off hers. And granted, like, even my own personal opinion, like, yeah, I may be biased because she voted Trump and then I advocated for Trump. However, like, taking in all the details into consideration of where, like, Trump was a fucking felon, Kamala has half of the fucking Diddy list endorsing her, it's like, it makes you think, what the fuck, like, who am I supposed to choose? And I've been talking about her a lot because she seems so controversial to me. Chappelle Roan, I mean, she didn't want to advocate for Kamala, or like, she didn't want to endorse her, but I'm like, you know, good for her. She's standing on her 10 toes and saying, I'm not gonna fucking vote, like, or I'm not gonna endorse anyone specifically because I don't agree with them. And it's like, in this election, it really was a matter of where we had to pick our own poison. You know, it was either we get someone who didn't necessarily advocate for policies in which will actually affect us in a good way, or we got someone who does know how to fucking run shit, an economy, does implement policies he says he's running for when he's president. Like, you need, and also a fucking felon, like, you need to choose your poison. And yes, it sucks how, like, literally there's people who sell marijuana and are stuck in jail for life, while we have over here a president that's been in jail, or could have been in jail off some felonies, but paid his way out or bailed himself out. You know, it's a very fucking touchy subject. But when I was watching, you know, the electoral votes coming in last night, I was like, oh shit, Kamala might win. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, but what's her name? What's her full name, actually? Kamala Harris, I think. Well, point is, you know, I thought she was close to winning. I mean, there was a point where literally the electoral votes were at 210 to 230. I'm like, oh shit, like, it's anybody's game at this point. But no, like, literally Trump won by a landslide. I mean, he got more electoral votes, and he got more than he should have even gotten. Like, he was at 277, 276, I think. He ended with 276, and it's like, fuck, you know, Kamala didn't even come close to actually getting the 270. So it's crazy looking back. Holy shit, it's already been 8 minutes of this video. Fuck, I wanted to keep it short. But in honesty, guys, it's really fucking crazy. Like, just this whole thing of where a lot of females are feeling affected. And I truthfully, I actually started feeling really bad, because I'm like, people emotionally invested themselves into this. I mean, even I had a coworker that literally won $3,000 off a bet, and it was a parlay between 10 people that had amounted up to $9,000 worth of a fucking bet. And there's only 3 guys, and the rest are females that voted Harris. 3 guys voted for Trump, and they all fucking won the 9,000. Obviously, they split it between 3 people, but it's like, holy shit, like, oh my god, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm like, fuck, I had an opportunity to get in that, but I'm like, I truthfully, I would have felt bad betting with a bunch of random strangers. And even though I didn't even fucking vote. I didn't vote, but truth be told, when I'm 25, 26, I will be voting. Holy shit, hopefully I'm successful. Hopefully the channel will be successful by then. I will be a successful YouTuber or financial advisor. We'll see what comes, but gosh, we are in a new era. We are literally in a new season. We're in the winter season now, and we now have a new president. Jeez, I'm sorry. I'm kind of cautious right now. I even have a fucking knife on me right now, just because I'm like, you know, if anyone disagrees with what I'm saying, I'm gonna fucking defend myself, you know? I'm kind of scared. You know, I'm starting to realize the benefits of having my own YouTube studio, and believe you me, I'm actually gonna really try to invest in a YouTube studio at this point, even if it's at home. I'm gonna try to have an attractive looking pad so that way I don't have to come out to these type of places no more. And mind you, it's not that bad to be here, but it's like, it's windy. It looks pretty, but granted, like I was actually feeling really comfortable at home before I came here. Oh gosh, we're already at 10 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna be ending the video soon, but for those of you that had voted for Harris, you know, I may not be well informed and perhaps I may be speaking out of line. I'm not even gonna say nothing terrible or anything. I don't think it's gonna be that bad under Trump's presidency. I really don't think so. Like, yeah, he comes off as a dictator, but I do feel as if he's advocating for the well-being of America. I mean, you know, you have seen this man work at McDonald's for a little bit. I know it was staged. You've seen him get in a garbage truck and, you know, work a little bit of that. Like, you know, seeing that is very humbling. Like, and when you have Kamala over here, you know, trying to act all ghetto with, you know, superstars, I guess, not superstars, artists that sing rap, and she wants to consider herself ghetto. It's like, no, it's very alarming. And then the fact that Kamala even went to the point of including herself into a Fortnite game, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how low are you going to stoop to gain yourself voters? And mind you, this isn't any ill intention towards those who voted Harris. It's mainly Harris herself that I'm like, why are you doing this? It's, you know, I know she actually advocated for some good things where, truthfully, I do think a woman should actually be allowed to do what the hell she wants to do with her body. You know, she really should be able to do that. And I'm kind of hoping Trump doesn't actually go for this nationwide ban of abortion. I really don't. Like, and what's my status on that? Like, truthfully, it's a very touchy subject, and it really just depends. Like, you know, if you got raped, what semester of the child are they in? Will they have the good financial support, or will there be programs in place? Or, you know, is this person even psychologically well enough to take care of a baby? Like, there's so many factors into abortion and everything. That being said, I want to conclude my video already because I don't want to make it that long. And truthfully, I do want this video to actually do well because I got so inspired off of watching Brett Cooper. And fuck, there's a lot more things I want to say that I can't think of right now. Trust me, there's a lot, but I'm not going to make this a long video. But I hope everything turns out okay. I really do. And I'm going to be making more videos vaguely talking about this subject, but I did have to at least give my piece in this presidential election. Although I didn't vote, I advocated for Trump simply just because, like, this economy does need rebuilding. A lot of us people that can't afford homes, rent even an apartment, buy a car, or buy simple groceries to just get on with our day. Like, it sucks that we're not able to do that because of how shitty the economy is. And truthfully, I mean, as someone that is a millionaire, I kind of trust Trump in the fact where he may lead us to a better future economically. Socially, I can't say that. But we are in a healing process right now of this country. And for those of you that truly took a hit to it, just, it'll be all right. You know, hopefully this whole abortion thing, I feel like the abortion thing is mainly what's fucking, you know, impacting a lot of females right now. But hopefully a solution will arise as to where, you know, it won't be in all states. If you want to get an abortion, yeah, it sucks that you have to get it at another state. But, like, personally, I really hope that abortions aren't banned in all states. Me personally, yeah, this kind of sucks because me and my girl have been together for 3 years, and knock on wood, but we haven't gotten pregnant. And I literally even texted my girl before making this video, like, I plan on getting a vasectomy because I don't want to put my girl through birth control, hormones, and even potentially having to go through an abortion, because I do feel as if females actually have it harder when it comes to abortion. So at least me personally, and for those men that are out there that voted for Trump but really need to delve deeper into what Trump is going to be doing for these next couple of months, hopefully you consider getting a vasectomy as well, because when it comes to birthing a child, obviously females have it a lot harder. And I hope I'm not coming off as sexist or anything, but this is off my own personal experience, my own personal belief in where I don't want to see my partner get pregnant because of my dumbassery. And mind you, I pull out, but even then, that's never fucking secure. And I'd rather just get the vasectomy myself, so that way my partner never has to go through something where she doesn't want to go through, which is an abortion. All right, guys, I'm already passing the time limit on this video. It's already about to be at 15 minutes. But that being said, take care. I will be seeing you guys more often, just because fuck working 2 jobs. That's another thing. I have to update you guys with my life, but I just wish I could have the YouTuber lifestyle. But all right, guys, take care. Good night. It'll be okay. Stay hydrated, and I'll see you next time.